if you wanna come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. If you wanna come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So now I'm wishing we were never in. Hold me tight like your past and don't ever forget it. Be the here and now. Cause it's all we ever gonna get. And baby, let your feelings dry. Yeah, just let it all out. Well, it's just a matter of time until the sun creeps up and the jugs have all run out. I can feel a hole in you. Well, baby, there's a hole in me too. I'm looking for a late night fix to ease my mind. Sure that you could use one too. Yeah, I know it ain't love, but it's better than being alone. So if you wanna come on, come on, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. If you wanna come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So if you wanna come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So if you wanna come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, hanging in Nashville with an amazing artist, Paul McDonald. Dude, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for dressing up.
You know, I've seen you, man. I had to show up.
I got my
sharp,
hat,
Yeah.
that's my little token of fashion. But I am so happy to have you here. I've been a fan ever since I first ran into you in Nashville and saw what you were up to. I love what you're doing, man.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Back at you, man. I'm so happy we teamed up.
Me too, man.
And we're neighbors, you know.
That,
yeah.
yes.
Which means we'll be teaming up a whole lot more. Probably at the local water.
Free guitar lessons.
I'm coming over.
For my part, or jamming, or whatever you want to do, man. Welcome.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Grand Magnolias?
Grand Magnolias was my early band, yeah.
So what's the band now then? Just Paul McDonald?
Paul McDonald and the Morning Doves is what we're calling it, yeah. So it's like, you know, the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, man. I always liked being in a band, you know. That was kind of, you know, feel like walking through the airport and people, you're carrying a guitar and people, oh, cool, man, what's the name of your band? And you just like, and it's just my name, Paul McDonald. You know? Oh, it's so lame, man, you know. So I always wanted it to be a band, but I built it up, you know, for so many years under my own name. So having the guys as a band as well, man, it just feels like, you know, I can go out and do solo shows, and then when I got the Morning Doves with me, it's a, you know, a much more high level experience.
It's a great name.
Thanks,
Morning
man.
Doves, man.
P. McD and the MDs, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We got the little nicknames and everything. So with that entertainment aspect, is your hair and beard just one piece that puts on,
Yeah,
or is it two separate?
So I sell this at the merch table. It's a whole thing you just pull off, and the beard comes with it. All it takes was the pandemic for me. I mean, if you Google me, my hair was real short, beard was trimmed. I was like looking real pretty back in the day.
On your Wikipedia page, you got the full. One of your pictures is like
short
clean.
hair. Yeah. That was how it was for a while, and this really just kind of switched up during the pandemic because I was living in my van, just touring around playing house shows, and just pretty much thought we're all gonna die anyways, man. And so I grew my hair and beard out, and
yeah, who needs haircuts in the apocalypse?
Yeah. And then I was like, I kind of ended this. I didn't know I could grow. I didn't know my hair would grow this long.
But isn't it great that we're playing again and stuff?
It's great, man. It's the best. It feels like things are. I mean, they are. Everything's back to normal completely. You know.
Yeah.
In terms of shows,
everything's
gigs.
back to abnormal.
Back to abnormal. Yeah. I thrive in like a rock and roll club setting, man. I love that. You know.
Yeah, well, I've seen you do it. It's very dynamic.
Right
It's
on,
awesome, man.
Thanks, dude.
bends over backwards to imagine a new dream. I sing a song to everyone and say a prayer for Rosemary. Yeah, I could use you right here, baby. I could use you right here close to me. And I could use your light here, baby. I could use your light, Rosemary.
You need live feedback.
Of course.
It's the energy you have to feel, and then learn and take those mental notes. Oh, I'm gonna take my shirt off every time, right, Paul?
Every single time. So I made a career, man, off of this.
Oh, song number 7, I take my shirt off. No.
The live show is definitely, it's very important, man. I've always been like a live performer, you know, and reading rooms and learning how to, you know, we're talking about this the other day, me and my buddy were like, you know, this brilliant songwriter got stuck doing a gig at some place where it was a bunch of like, you know, drunk kids just wanting to hear stuff that they know, man, you know, and he's back there trying to like sing these beautiful poetic, you know, tunes, and it's like, listen, man, I get it that like everyone knows you in certain spots, but right here you're playing to a bunch of drunk college kids, dude, so give them some Rage Against the Machine, Killing Them the Name Of, bro.
Classic.
We went and played the Floribama this past year, and I kind of did that with these new guys as like a tester, because I hadn't played like a 4-hour like power set in ages, man. And I was like, can I still do that? Like, do I remember enough covers that I could like go do that and kind of get away with it? In the first set, we were doing all original tunes, just, you know, and it was like, yeah, this is cool, but like no one's really like digging it. We opened up the set with Killing Them the Name Of.
Oh, no.
I didn't even sing it. I let some dude sing the whole song, and from there on out, I was by the end of the show, I was crowd surfing the floor band. But it was like, dude, I'll give them what they want, man. And you got to read a room. That was the whole thing I was saying. It's like you just got to learn to read rooms, whether it's, you know, a corporate event or, you know, a rock and roll club or.
It's so true. And you also just need the reps of, you learn what works, and also your songs get way better as the more you do it.
Yeah. All right, so this Gibson, I got this thing in 2010. So this is when I was living in California, and I was doing a lot of recording at the Interscope studio at this point in my life. And Jimmy Iovine happened to be in the studio that day. He was in there working, and Mary J. Blige, a bunch of cool folks were kind of passing through Interscope in LA, you know. And, and Iovine had all these guitars laying around, so they gifted me this guitar, and it was a brand new one back in 2010.
Wow, you put a lot of time on that.
A lot of time on it. Well, really, to be honest, it didn't. It sounded new, you know. So at the time, I was playing kind of a more old, beat up Gibson, and so I put it in my closet for probably 6 or 7 years, man, and didn't really pull it out. And then I thought, well, I got this awesome J200 in there. Like maybe I should just mess it up a little bit, give it some of my own flavor. So I had my buddy here in town in East Nashville. His name's Chris Plank. We did these cool custom double pick guards, almost like a Elvis, Johnny Cash, Everly Brothers kind of.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
With the fire stripe.
So you had that added.
We had it on, yeah. So we did that custom, and he's great. Kind of just redid a lot of it, and then I started playing it live a bunch. This was my workhorse guitar for a solid 5 years, out grinding it, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'd be playing these shows, and you bump into a bunch of, you know, guitar heroes and stuff along the way. And for some reason, this was always we're like, hey, we need an acoustic guitar. And I was like, oh, I got one. And so I would pass this off to folks. And I remember I had a gig in the Bahamas, and Mike Mills from REM showed up. And he was like, oh, dude, let me grab that one. And he got it and started playing it. And then a bunch of folks over the years have played it, but he's like, man, that's one of the best sounding acoustics I've ever played. And I was like, all right, coming from you, man. Maybe she's coming to life over here, man. I've flown with it a bunch, and I mean, you can see it's like it's in constant like needs fixing at all times, man. So this one was actually on the way to Chris to get it set up.
How much guitar do you play in your show?
As of now, pretty much every song, minus there's like one or two where I put it down, because right now we're kind of doing a 4-piece rock band.
Have there been times where you've just been the lead singer and like danced and stuff?
No. Well, I did one show that way back in the day during the pandemic at the basement with a brand new band. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna try to like be like the dance guy and not even play an instrument. And it was cool, but I kind of prefer because I can kind of lead the way and the feel with guitar, and
Also,
especially
you
with the
can
folk.
conduct it, like you're kind of a conductor.
For
with
sure,
it.
for sure. Your band leading it in a way, man. And even with an acoustic, it's not as easy as doing it with an electric because it's loud and clear, man. But the guys have gotten really used to me, and my playing is really a signature part of the sound. At this point, man, you can hear me. My right hand is constantly in motion.
Right. Do you play electric at all?
I play electric on occasion, man. I got like a Gretsch, a Country Gentleman that I'll play, man. But I'm easing back into this because I've been mostly doing solo shows for the past 10 years, and now this new record, it's finally getting some legs where I can bring the band back out. And so my electric here, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'll have to come over here and give me some lessons,
we'll
too.
do it. We'll do it.
Yeah. Bless me in all those years. Swear I'd not change. I was wasting away. They said all the wrong days. I was drowning in it. Lord knows I was drowning in it. And my mother always said it ain't where you've been, and the good Lord only cares where you're going next. So I'm headed that way, off to find that saving grace. And I'm building back every bridge that I burned, and I'm taking with me every lesson I learned. I wanna be free, I wanna be wild, and I wanna see through the eyes of a child. And I wanna shine, oh, and I wanna shine bright. So long to the dark side. Yeah, baby. Yeah, get on! Well, I wanna be free, I wanna be wild, and I wanna see through the eyes of a child. And I wanna shine, oh, and I wanna shine bright. So long to the dark side.
I bought this suit only a few days ago.
They tailor that to you?
This was pre-made, man. They got a medium.
You just,
this was
I was gonna say, you have
size.
the lucky size.
They got them in all sizes, man. I was like, man, I should get my whole band one of these, man.
So that literally was just off the rack.
This is off the rack. I mean, if I got this one in purple, it'd probably be thousands of dollars more.
Yeah.
This is still rock and roll club level affordable. Over here.
Dude, no, I noticed, man. I noticed. You're like perfect Abbey Road look right now.
Dude, I'll take it.
I
I'll
could
take
say
it.
that, right?
I'll take
like
it.
you could be the like.
I
we could
love it, man. Yeah.
Peter Jackson will digitize you into the roof.
I've done some acting before, man. We're putting this out there.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. You did, didn't you?
I did.
Remind me what it was.
Well, I did. I was on Parenthood on NBC.
Did you get a song in it?
Yeah, I wrote a few songs for it and had my band come in. So it's pretty much just me. Like, they were really cool with me, kind of just being myself in a way. I'm 39, so
So we're in the same different phases of the same thing.
August 29th, I'll be at the Big 4-0, man, over the hill.
Yeah.
You know, like I got the black birthday balloons and the whole, yeah. Like I'm always like, dude, Willie Nelson didn't break until, he was in his 40s. And
Right.
You know, all these, Delbert McClinton told me, he's like, well, I didn't start making money until I was 50 years old, man.
Well, even
It's
Bruce Springsteen, like even when that breakthrough album of his, it was like another 2 or 3 years before they actually were like profiting.
Yeah, I mean, Lucinda Williams is the same. It's like, we're in a good spot, man.
All right, Paul McDonald, now's the time where I ask you, what was the first thing you ever learned on guitar?
All right.
It's okay to admit it. That's the first step.
I feel like this is the number one song for many people. Like, but it was.
All right, what I like the most about that is that it's the 035, the 035 version, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's
and that was
the best.
probably exactly how I played it. It was like, Yeah, just kind of hitting the,
When did
floating
you
it
know
out.
you wanted to play music?
I got a guitar when I was 15 years old, and to be honest, I was just a huge fan of music. I collected vinyls and CDs religiously. I would flip through album art and read lyrics, and I was just a huge fan. And I never really knew that I wanted to play it and see myself as like, oh, I'm going to be that guy. My dad got me a guitar at 15, and I learned, a handful of chords, probably the same ones that I'm still using,
Once again, they're the ones you need.
the ones you need.
No,
man,
it's very
and,
similar to me. Very similar to me. My dad was like just a cowboy chord guy.
Cool.
Barely though, even that.
Yeah.
And tone deaf completely. Make fun of him for that. Do you have a album coming out?
Yep, got a new album coming out later this year. So I'm just now finishing it up. It's getting mixed right now, and that should be out later this year. Still kind of figuring that out, depending on who we team up with. But from now until then, I'll be playing tons of shows.
I saw the van out front.
I'm van and trailer at all times. See
Yeah.
that? I'll be doing that, and then kind of going all over the U.S. this year as we're sprinkling these songs out in this album. And
We're gonna leave links for your social media.
Awesome, that'd be beautiful.
Your music, everything. He's so dynamic, so great, you guys, and a kind, killer guy. So support him. Get down there and do it. All right, just want to thank Paul McDonald again for hanging out and blessing us with his music and presence and just killer vibes, dude. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for
So
having
fun playing with you. It felt so natural.
Oh, so much fun.
Felt like we'd played before. And once again, just remind you guys to check out all the links below. Follow Paul. Go see him and his band when they're out playing. Stream his music. Buy a record. Support. And thanks again for watching. Thanks again, Paul. See you guys.
Come on, come on, come on. Out here in the fields, I fight for my meals. I get my bed into my living, and I don't need to fight to prove I'm right. I don't need to be forgiven. Teenage wasteland. It's only teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. Teenage wasteland. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can feel a hole in you. Baby, there's a hole in my heart too. I'm just looking for that late night fix to ease my mind. I'm sure that you could use